Alright, it is day 13 of the Pride FX challenge, and here at Pride FX we have promised for the next 30 days we will be posting a video every single day. Welcome, my name is Montivino Valentine. I am the co-founder of the Pride FX movement. Now if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe, hit the like button as well as the notification bell so that you can receive future videos we do have on this channel. Okay, so let's get straight into what we wanted to discuss, and today we are speaking about the Nasdaq Ghost robot. Now before we begin, it is nice to have some bragging rights around the Forex community that you have a special robot that is just making money for you. You don't have to analyze, you don't have to watch the charts, and that would be a very nice thing to have. And so today we are reviewing Nasdaq Ghost Platinum version, but before this version there was Nasdaq Ghost version 1, Nasdaq Ghost version 2, and Nasdaq Ghost version 3. So the updated one is Nasdaq Ghost version 4, which is Platinum version. Okay, so we're going to dive straight into it, but before that, I know many of you have asked me before, how do you install indicators and experts onto your chart, or how can you use these indicators on your chart? So the only thing that you need to basically know, and this is going to be for everyone because it's very important for everyone to know this. Also, please stick until the end so that you know how to make this robot work. If you're just leaving now, you're not going to know what is going on, right? So go into File and then open Data folder. When you open your data folder, you're going to get configurations, you're going to get history. History is basically a recording of the trades you have done on your computer, right? It keeps all the history of your accounts, what indicators you have put on your chart. So if you know what you're doing over there, you can go play around over there. Then you have logs, you have MQL4, you have profiles. Profiles is all the saved information that you have presented meta quotes with, which is obviously your accounts, you know. And then obviously templates. If you want to design a template to make things shorter for you, you are allowed to do that. And then obviously as tester, you just going to go into there, and once you have tested a file, like you can see, I have been using Goldcatcher for some time now, so I've been testing it. So it shows you the history of the stuff that you have been testing throughout the month. Okay, so let's go into MQL4. This is where you would get your folders to work with meta quotes. Meta quotes needs to translate what the programmer has put into the robot or into the indicators. So this is the only translator that has the visual front end design of what the programmer has designed in the back end. Okay, so if you go into experts, this is where we want to post that file. So when you receive the file from me, please make sure to go into this folder. It is a expert advisor. Okay, expert advisor is automated trading, or they use it to send signals to their cell phones, just depending on the API that you have built. If it's an EA, it will have the respondents of trading for you. If you want to get signals from indicators and you have designed an expert to do that, it will send signals to your WhatsApp, to your Telegram, depending on the API the programmer has built. Okay, very easy to understand. Now I already have my folder open, so you need to extract all the files from your folder, and make sure when you click on experts you just copy this file. Okay, a shortcut for copying is Control-C. So then we just go back here and we're just going to paste it. That's the first part that we needed to do, right? Second part is that now that the expert is there, you just use it, right? But remember, whenever you do receive a folder from someone or a folder from something you have bought for Forex, you need to look how many other folders there are, right? And so we can see from this, there must have been a lot of lazy work being done, and all the files was just sent over. So that's how it was being able to crack. Because once you send every single file and you're like, okay, I'm tired of doing account licensing and so forth. Once there is a gap, it will be cracked. That's all I can tell you. So we just go to copy. Obviously you need to copy this. Now if we look at this folder, it says in libraries. So this is what is allowing the robot to work, number one, and this is also what's allowing the license to actually work properly. Okay, if you don't have this dependency installed, the problem might be that it won't take trades and you won't see the smiley face of the EA that you are trying to put on here. So what we need is to go into libraries, and you can see I have already put it there, but just to paste it again to show you, I have replaced that file. So there's it over there, speak_b6.dll. it is a DLL file. Okay, so these files are important because they depend on one another. If you don't have the one file, the other file won't work. Okay, so if you do have Speak but you don't have Nasdaq Ghost version Platinum, it's not going to work. And if you don't have the Speak folder but you have the Nasdaq Ghost folder, it's not going to work. You need both of them on your chart. Okay, so all we're going to do is exit because we have already put that on. Now the first thing is, before you say it's not the original Nasdaq Ghost Platinum version, is because you will not see the icon of the bull over here, and you're also not going to see the icon of Nasdaq Ghost, the box that he has created to put his name in over there. It's not going to be there, and the reason why is because when we go to images, just to give you an example, when I'm designing my robots, I have an icon and a logo to show to you guys. So this icon actually shows you that this is from Pride FX, or this is from Classic Forex Trader, or this is from Nasdaq Ghost, right? And so if you don't have that folder, or you don't have that .iso file, which is an icon file, then those things won't appear. So you can see when I had to compile my files, I would have coded it to be in a certain place. Now if you don't have the icon file, you would normally get a lot of errors. So we had to take that whole code out. You have to take that whole code out and just start from the start again, okay, which is very simple. So you take that file out, then it won't pick up these logos that's giving errors to the computer or to the program that you are trying to design. If one thing is wrong, the whole thing will be wrong. So you have to take that lines of syntax out so that the file can work. Okay, so all we're going to do is click exit. And so another thing is that the template won't look like that because when he compiled it, we did not add the templates and so forth onto the robot. Remember that it's a cracked version. Alright, so all you're going to have to do is drag it over like that. And obviously, like I said, it's always important for you to read the about page first. And so recommended broker is forexforyou.com. This is the broker that Nasdaq Ghost is using. The spread is 0.1, and obviously the leverage you can use is 1:1000. I don't recommend for people to use 1:1000 because it's still too far from where your balance is. So if you're starting with $100, be realistic about your approach to robots, okay, or in general even trading. Make sure that you at least minimizing your risk as well, because if you can enter 15 times with this and you have $100 account, it might blow. So yes, so that's the leverage part that I always consider for myself. If you do go over here, you'd see it does highlight to blue. That is just to show you that there is a link hidden behind this. So if you do click on it, it will take you to a website which will be forexforyou.com, and then obviously you can see it is platinum version, and this is the plug and play, like Nasdaq Ghost likes to say. And then over here, all you're going to do is allow DLL imports, number one. Number two is allow import of external experts, and you're going to allow modification of signal settings. So once you allow that, you just want to do one more thing, and the last thing is for you to go over here, right? Now remember that file we have saved. If you look over here, these things are red. Now the reason why those things are red is because These files are for those things that I explained to you, which is the icon files. It's supposed to pick up those icon files. So all you want to do is look if the speak file that you have sent is in green. That means it is online. It's working with the robot, right? And so you can see that it is working. So the last thing for me to speak about is obviously the settings. And so you can see that there you can change that to whatever you'd like. Here you have your lot size. Depending on the broker you are also using. If you're using a broker with less spread, you can use 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, depending on what the broker is giving you. Your take profit, I would suggest play around with it. It's still a robot. It's not something extravagant, you know. Play around with these stop losses and lot sizes. It always helps for you to help the robot. Like we explained in Red Dragon yesterday, play around with the settings, get familiarized around the settings, and continuously try and tweak it to your advantage, okay? And the only way you're going to do that is by using a demo account. Use a demo account for a month. Try and figure out how you can use this to succeed with trading without even trading. There's a robot that's just trading for you. And then percentage in risk, you can see it is 0.02. And then obviously the layer multiplier, what this basically does is, so if the robot is in error of where it took that trade, it will definitely multiply at a certain zone to give more entries, right? So if you decide to put times 2, so let's say your lot size was 0.1, the next time it will be 0.02, the next time it will be 0.04, next time 0.08, until the robot gets to that take profit level of all the entries it has taken. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So all we're going to do is click OK, right? And this is what you're going to do.
Welcome to the Nasdaq Ghost Robot.
So as you can see, the speaking
plug and play
is already starting to talk, right? It's telling you the information. So the nice part about this is that you can see over there, this robot is actually smiling. Okay, so the last things for me to explain is obviously if there was a license problem, it would say unverified. That means you don't have the license, right? Then you can see it saying verified. And then just this block as well is just to tell you that this is the quote that Nasdaq Ghost likes using, that is plug and play. So it is, you can actually press on it if you are bored. So you can play around with that button, you can continuously press it. And then over here, if you are in some trades, all you have to do is, let's say you are happy with your profit or you are not happy with the losses, you can close all those trades, right? And then also this would do the same thing. It's just to delete all. Now stop loss equals BE. I'm not sure about that, but I know this incremental value of +1 is, so if we read over here, it actually does give us. So it says set stop loss to BE for all open orders. So this means that the stop loss, if you click on this, it will give you where the stop loss is, right? So let's say your stop loss was over there for that trade, and you maybe it entered over there for another trade, right? And so the stop loss is maybe just below that point, and this one is maybe just below that point, like that. So let's say it does take entries over there. So if you click on that BE sign, it's going to take it to where all the other, where the lowest stop loss is possible. So wherever it has entered, if you click on that BE sign, it will actually take all your stop losses to one area. Okay, and then stop loss +1, this is add 1 pip to current stop loss price to all open orders. So what it will do is, let's say your stop loss is there, the stop loss is there, and you feel like the stop loss is not fine for you. Then if you click on that 1 pip, it will move all the stop losses to a certain area. That is a nice feature to have. And then if you want to delete the stop loss and you don't want stop losses on, you can just delete it as well. Then last but not least, one of the 2 features that I do like about this robot is obviously this over here. So you can change the stop loss. So if you feel like the stop loss is not at the right place, you can put 800 like that. And over here, if you wanted to change your take profit, you could have put maybe 5,600 like that. very easy to do all these things. So the robot is very perfect. I would suggest to play around with the settings, very important as well. Okay, and once you are done over there, you are actually done installing the robot. Hopefully it does work the way mine is working. If you are struggling, please come back and watch this video. Have a wonderful day and also a very nice week. Enjoy the rest of your day.